I have an interesting question for you. This is going to be a full one in the comment section. I know that for a fact. What's your type? I'm serious. What's your type? What type of woman do you want? You know, yes, we're focused on ourselves as men. But eventually, at some point, human nature tells me everyone at some point wants to find a woman and settle down. And that woman, for you to be together with her, you may have to bear some form of similarities with her. So I'm going to speak about my type of woman for the next 15 or so minutes. And then you need to play your turn in the comment section. And I want to see your type of woman. Let me speak for myself. Now, as a kid, I had a crush on damn near every single girl in my high school. Damn near every single girl in my high school I had a crush on. Of all races. I had a crush on the white girls, I had a crush on the black girls, I had a crush on the Asian girls, I had a crush on the light skins, I had a crush on the mixed race girls. All of them, man. Every single one of them I had a crush on damn near everyone in my year. I know you can't make this shit up. I had a crush on damn near everyone. So the race part is not a factor. That don't matter. Because, yeah, so I don't give a shit about the race. Fuck the stereotypes. Interracial relationships are a brilliant good thing. And I actually made a video about that a few months ago. I think you'll really like it because I spoke some game on that video. So check that out if you haven't already. So we're gonna talk from two standpoints, physical and mental. Okay? So physical, mental, spiritual, social, and yeah, 4. D4. I'll make it really quick also. So on a physical standpoint, the race doesn't really matter to me. The race don't matter. Obviously you need to be hot. You need to have a pretty face, or I'm not gonna want you. The same way women don't want a handsome looking guy. No, I feel like it's different vice versa with women. Because there are women, they're a lot less visual than we are. So they're not necessarily looking for a handsome face. Now, although they would prefer that, who doesn't want to have a handsome face in their life? I'm sure that's always a good thing. They're more so looking for persona, how you act, how you carry yourself mentally, you know? And then, for them, it makes you look more attractive anyway, visually. It's really weird. But for me, I want to be for women. I know there's more to a woman's value than just looks, but I'm telling you guys, even grown men would prefer to date a younger, beautiful woman than a woman of their age. I'm telling you guys, it's the truth, man. It's the fucking truth. It's the truth. You see all the time with these celebrities, man. They date their wife, they break up with them. No, I'm not recommending you break up with them. Don't do that. Breaking up is bad. But they're going to choose a younger woman. It's just how men are. Women are most hot in their 20s. So of course we're going to go for the women in our 20s. Most men think like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. The same way how men peak in their 30s, 40s and 50s. And most women, the women your age, Golden, are not going to be into 19-year-olds for the most part. They're going to be into the 30, 40, 50-year-olds. This is why when you ask most women who their celebrity crush is, they're mostly in their 30s, 40s and 50s. They're not going to be in their flipping 20s for the most part. Unless they have some like status, some footballer or something like that. But for me, that was a side tangent. For the body, hey, listen, man. I didn't go for the gym. I didn't work my ass off in the gym for no reason, to not get what I wanted, man. Hey, I've been that fat kid. You look at all these hot women on the internet, their figures are nice. And then I'm like, okay. So I can't pull that now. Let me get what they find attractive. So I got the body of my dreams, right? So it's only right. I need something to grab, man. I need some titties to grab every now and then. I need some big busty titties to grab. What's wrong with that? I need a waist to grab. Hey, my abs aren't for it. My abs aren't for free. I work for this shit. You want these abs? In my mindset, it's like, okay, have a nice waist then. Alright, you can have access to the abs now. The same way women do it. Women put standards. I'ma put standards too. Yeah, having no double standard shit. So I'm gonna need a woman with a nice waist. I need something to grab. Make sex better. I've never had sex, but I can only imagine. Growing off of, pure logic. The waist is better, man. Who doesn't want a woman with a nice waist? It makes the ass 10 times more fulfilling when you grab it and whatnot. This video might get age restricted. I don't give a shit. In this video, I don't filter nothing. I don't care if anyone gets angry in the comments. I don't filter shit in my videos. We need a woman with a nice ass, man. We need a woman with a nice ass. It's good to have something to grab. Nice hips. Need a pretty face. Because even if a face ain't pretty, it kills the romance. I can go all day in the physical stuff, but I'm not going to tap into the heavily horny testosterone in me, so we're going to move on from there. But I'm just telling you, I need a woman with a nice face. I need a woman with a nice waist. I need a woman with big breasts. I need a woman with a nice ass. That's all I'm going to say. That's my preference. That's my preference, man. Moving on. We're going to go on to the most sensible aspect of the video now. Let's see how long we have. But got about 9 minutes, so we can talk game about mental for 9 minutes. But I'm really into shy girls, you know. I'm really into shy girls for some reason. Like, out of all the women I've spoken to, and I've been attracted to women of different personality types. But the women that turn me on the most are the shy women that don't talk much. You know those shy, pretty women that don't talk much, but they're so hot, and sometimes they don't even realize how hot they are sometimes? Those are the type of women I found myself to be most attracted to. It's those silent women that are primarily like, they don't really talk much. You know those women that just do one-liners? Like, don't get me wrong, their entire personality is not one-liners, but those women that, you know, those silent women that really don't talk too much. Those women that don't have a lot of friends. And most of the time, they're by themselves. They don't really talk much. The woman that's not really the center of the crowd. I'm into those type of women. And I'm into those type of women because it's kind of a reflection of myself, but from a male counterpart standpoint. Like, it's like a reverse mirror. Because with me, I'm also not someone who talks too much also. Now, you may have the false impression that I talk quite often. Well, this is my job. I'm to speak to a camera for a living, so it's only natural I have to speak. But in real life, I don't really talk too much. Now, I know I told you, I spoke about, the whole mirror effect, how it mirrors me. I wouldn't class myself as a shy person. I'm definitely more on the introverted side. I know that for sure. I did a personality test and I got INTJA consistently, so I did it multiple times. And I was about 79% introverted and 21% extroverted. So I do have the confidence. But honestly, man, hey, I don't know about you, I can never date an extrovert. Fuck no. Bro, that would be a nightmare. What? Oh, those women that are always outside? Those energetic, overly energetic women? Nah, it's not for my energy, man. I have a very calm-like energy. I'm too chill, I'm very chill. I don't get angry. I just keep it in. And I transmute it through something else, you know? What was I fucked or something? I transmute that shit through something else. This is parrot. Don't know if you guys saw that, but that's it there. Yeah, I like silent women, you know, the women that don't speak a lot. But they're still beautiful. The women I'm into the most, the women that turn me on the most, are the women that have the beauty of the energetic, outgoing extroverts. But they're quiet also and they barely talk. I don't know why, but something that really gets me going for some reason. I'm really into shy girls. Honestly, I'd even go as far as to argue shy girls are the sweetest girls to speak to. From what I found, their voice, the way they act, they just make you feel like a man. I mean, it's from my perspective, you know. I like women that don't speak too much. So, I would go for women who are introverts only. I'm just not into the extrovert type shit. There may be an exception. I mean, the world's a big place, but in general, I prefer introverted women. One that doesn't go out too much, doesn't really party much. Not to say she can't go out, but one that's not outgoing, most on the introverted side, you know, rather than on a Friday night, rather than, you know, going out partying with the girls. I prefer women that's just staying at home. I don't know, she may do something like painting as a hobby or drawing as a hobby, you know. She may be into something like reading a book. Just all that silent shit that I'm into too. Obviously work out, be fit, like I told you in the beginning of the video. But yeah, I'm really into silent women, man. I'm not into the women that really talk too much, have too much energy. Not to say you can't be confident. I don't mind confident women also. It's good to believe in yourself. But I really like shy women. I believe it's just so cute to look at. It's so, I don't know why, I just really like it. Yeah, I've always liked shy women. It's just something about how they carry themselves, their energy. Yeah, it's really feminine too. The soft-spoken ones. Not to say they don't have the ability to speak, but they're very picky with the type of people they choose to speak, and it's very similar to me. In short, the type of woman I would want is pretty much the female version of me. How I would act as a female if I were a female. That's the type of woman I'd want. So I've always been into shy women, and I also found the type of woman that I do best with, when I would have the most fun talking to, and I'd have the most pleasure talking to, are those shy women who don't speak much, because I don't speak much. And opposites attract, right? Birds of a feather flock together. So it's no surprise that the majority of the women that I have the best memory speaking to are the ones that don't speak too much, because then those two, they end up speaking to each other too much because they're so similar. And I want to tell you something. If you're ever scared of, attracting a woman, I want to let you know, you shouldn't. Because another man's 10, your 10 is another man's 5. There may be this skinny girl. I'm not into skinny girls, right? But there are people who are. They may see a skinny girl, and from their perspective, it's like, oh shit, she's so hot. I just speak to her like it's nothing because I'm not attracted to her. Like women you're not attracted to, the ugly women. You're gonna speak to her easily. Someone may be into ugly women though. So you start to see where I'm coming from. So for me, that woman who I would perceive as ugly, for that guy is a 10. You know how I told you I'm into shy girls? Shy, introverted girls that don't really speak much? If I see it, and naturally everyone gets to the fear of speaking to someone they find attractive, so that would be my 10. From their perspective, let's say I have a friend, he may be into more outgoing girls who have more confidence. So he may speak to that girl that I like, but he would perceive the girl that I like as a 5, but it's my 10. And the same can be said vice versa. I found this all the time in high school, man. There'd always be this girl I like, and then there'd be another friend who just talk to her effortlessly. I'm like, how do you not find this girl attractive? And then I realized it's all subjective. Everyone has different preferences. The girls I liked, the reason why my friends were able to speak to them so much more easily without any fear, probably wasn't his type. It was probably a 6 to him, but 8 to me. It's so subjective. But yeah, I believe it's worth telling you, because I've got this question a lot. You'd be surprised how often I get this question. Gordon, what's your type? I'll get asked this question all the fucking time. Every single time. Gordon, what's your type? Gordon, what's your type? A friend asked me about 3 months ago when I was training with him. Shout out to you. Ibrahim, if you're watching this, that's off to you, brother. But yeah, I figured I'd just speak my interest. I like shy women. I don't know why, I just really like them. Let me know. I was just imagining, just reminiscing on the good times. Yeah, those are my favorite type of women, because it's a reflection of me. I'm not shy, but I just don't talk much. So I like women that don't speak too much. I know I'm repeating myself, but the video is called "What's Your Type," so figures, And I don't like women that gossip as well. So I don't like women with too many friends. I only have 4 friends, and they're all from my secondary school. So I don't like a woman with too many friends, because I've seen it all the time, man. When I was a lusty guy, all I cared about was, from the physical standpoint. College exposed everything, because I was in the college library. A lot of these girls would be hot, but they had so many friends that they'd gossip. I remember one time I was doing my work in this college library, and these girls, they were together. There's like 6, 8 of them in a group. They bid their farewells. One was leaving the library. They're all like, "Oh, love you." Then they kissed each other. Then they left. The moment she left the room, they started talking shit about her. That's why I don't like women with too many friends, because let me tell you something about most women. They love gossiping. I want the exception. And so I don't like a woman with a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends myself, so it's just my type of woman. Introverted, shy woman. Don't really talk too much, but it's sweet in the inside. I don't really talk too much myself. I'm very quiet in real life, believe it or not. I have a lot of calm energy. I can control anger very well. I can handle stress very well. You may not believe that I'm not a silent person, because you always see me talk on the camera. And not to say I'm a shy person, I can speak to people and I do have the ability to speak to people. I class myself as a confident guy, but I'm also a calm introvert, you know? I'm a calm introvert. I can talk to anyone, but just choose not to. I pick my conversations very carefully. I don't need to speak to anyone, and I don't need to be the center of attention also. It's just unfortunate that I do have a great physique from fitness. So that draws a lot of eyeballs, but hey, it comes with the territory. I mean, if it inspires people, then so be it. And I guess the same can be said vice versa with the women. I want a quiet woman, but it's just unfortunate. Their body's probably gonna attract a lot of eyeballs too. But it's more so mental. Now, the physical gets us off into the door. See, I was being a bit already in the beginning. I was telling you what type of body I want. I still want that. That's just to get yourself into the door, because you need to be attracted to women. Even if you had that personality that I told you about just now, and you don't have the body, I don't want you. You need to have both. The body gets you in the door. Personality maintains. That's why I got fit in the relationship standpoint, to attract the women I want. I already know I have a great personality, and I had this great personality before I got in shape, but it didn't really matter because I couldn't attract women anyway. Now that I have the look, physique wise, I'm not the best looking guy, but I'd say I look pretty solid. Solid looking guy, man. Sexy little black man. I got this physique now, and I already had a great personality. I blended it together, and I'd like to imagine dating Zizi and attracting the woman you want. What's your type? Let me know, guys. Seriously, guys, I want comments below. I want to flood the comments. I'm going to be reading it, and I'm going to be talking with you guys too. What's your type, honestly? I'm genuinely curious. What's your type?